for part 2 of the donut tour of St. Louis, working title Donut Hole to the West. We're heading down, we're heading east, from where I live at least, to World's Fair Donuts. One of the most famous donut shops in St. Louis, I would say. One of the most famous, one of the best locations, most prominent locations. Very cool name. And very cool looking building and location, including very cool inside, very old fashioned, and very cool, interesting looking employees. Everything about it is a cool donut shop, except I don't think their donuts are that great. They're okay, but I don't think that I think all of those other things typically places World's Fair Donuts up higher on the list of donut shops than their actual donuts. But that's my opinion. And all of those things are wonderful. Their donuts aren't bad, so it still means they're a great donut shop. They actually do have a couple donuts that are really good. And so when I'm in the mood for like just plain donuts, like good donuts for dunking in your coffee, I think of World's Fair Donuts. That's what I think of. I think of for the plain donuts, so real plain, just plain. They're real good because the dough has some like spices and some interesting flavors. They're not just fried dough. They're good. And then I also like their crumble. But again, it's weird. They definitely operate like an old school place. I'd say 70% of the time they don't have their crumble out. But if you ask, hey, do you have any crumble? Then they'll get it out for you. They'll be in the back. So kind of old school, with the little quirks like that, which makes it a great donut shop in my opinion. Donut shops are not all about the donuts, in my opinion. But if you're talking about their donuts, I don't think that their donuts are that great. But here we are. We're here, so let me turn the phone around. Well, I can't do that, so I'll stop and we'll revisit. Here we are at World's Fair Donuts. It's a rainy Saturday morning, which is a shame. I'm gonna try to get the best shots. But as you can tell, see, I was saying it's a very picturesque part of town. It's right by the Botanical Gardens and Vandeventer and Shaw, right off of Vandeventer and the highway. So a very, very nice location. Old building, but believe it or not, I'm surprised to find out that it's only been around 35 years. But maybe that was wrong. So, let's see.
I got another one right here.
I have a dozen of Swiss with half a dozen fresh. And we have coffee black. And the you.
There's the plain donuts. They're just perfect for dunking. And their buttermilk.